Part 6 of this stretching session. I'm going to try and teach you what I think is a common problem for many people. Depending on your sitting position, which is what I think is the main culprit for this problem, you might get a lump here at the base of your neck. And I'm going to show you, I have this chair to show you what I think many people do. So you see, as I'm sitting, as most people do, this is an Adirondack chair, so it's comfortable. Sometimes people have their legs up, and maybe you can already see what the problem is. Now, my head is forward, and my shoulders are back. For a few minutes, this is not going to be a big problem. But many people spend hours every day sitting in a similar position. Even if there is no incline on the chair, many couches, for example, that you find in people's homes, really comfortable to sit on, but very bad for the position of your spine. So if you're spending hours here every day, whatever you're doing, watching TV, maybe you're reading, maybe you're on your laptop, maybe you're knitting, maybe you're sitting at the table or at your workspace, my spine isn't in its perfect position. Perfect position would be like this. Right? You see, as I said before, ears above shoulders, shoulders above hips. If you're standing, then it would be knees above, hips above knees, knees above ankles. But getting back to this position that many people spend a lot of time. You will be, or you are, I should say, you are changing your spine and you're making it weaker. So one thing you can do, the obvious, is always sit with your back straight. That's likely not possible. Well, it is possible, but it's not chosen. So if you are going to sit in a reclined, comfortable position, you should have a cushion so that at least your head can rest. Not be changing your spine as much. And you would also want some kind of support, a small cushion for the lower curve in your spine. Now, ideally, if you spend 2 hours here, maybe you're watching a movie, you should spend 2 hours in the opposite to keep the balance. Now, that might be impossible for some people. So you're going to have to make a choice to do what's best for your spine or to do the best that you can do for your spine. So let me move this chair out of the way. And I'm going to show you a position you can do to help correct your spine. It is right here. I'm in what I can call a lying back extension. What I mentioned in the first part of this, when we did the spine moving the 6 ways, is in a back extension you have to keep your abs tight to protect that lower back. Here it's not necessary because my abdominal wall is resting on the floor. So the floor is my wall that is protecting my lower back. Just need to make sure that the shoulders are relaxed. Don't start doing something like this. Shoulders are relaxed and down and far away from the ears. And you also need to protect your elbows. Maybe you'll need more of a cushion for your elbows. Now, because I don't live perfectly with my spine always in the best position, I do this almost every day. And sometimes upwards of 20 or 30 minutes every day. just to make sure that my spine is staying as strong as possible, and so I don't have to always be perfect with my spine whenever I'm sitting or whatever it is I'm doing. So I do this almost every day for as long as I can do it comfortably, because after a while my shoulders start to get tired, my elbows start to get tired. Now, I said 20 or 30 minutes. I'll have my laptop here doing something, or I'll be watching TV, and during that 20 or 30 minutes I'll take a break from this position to release my spine. So let me show you what I would do. Here is the position, and if you want to go a little bit deeper, you would lift the torso. And now, because the floor, which is the wall for my lower back, has been removed, now I do need to protect my lower back with my abdominals. So I'm pulling my abs in, keeping them tight to minimize compression. And I'll do this regularly during that 20 or 30 minutes. But what I wanted to show you is the release. So I'll lift my hips and bring them backwards. My knees are slightly separated. And I'll come into what's known in yoga as child's pose. And here it is. My hands can be up here or down along my legs. And what's happening is the spine gets to relax and release from that back extension. So I'll be here for about a minute, and then I'll continue, put myself back in this position. And I'll show you one more stretch. It's a bit intense. It's going to release your spine similar to the child's position, but more intense. You're going to have your hands on your heels on the outside, and my fingers are on the inside, both sides. Can you see that? Thumb on the outside, fingers on the inside. And then I'm going to lower my head. My head is not resting on the ground. I'm trying to pull my forehead to touch my knees. And you'll see the curve it makes on my back. So here I'm using my arms to pull my forehead towards my knees, getting a nice curve in my spine. And for me, that's fairly comfortable. Seconds. And then I would go back to the back extension. So I suggest for you, if you don't want to always be perfect with your spine position, to also do this. You don't have to do it on the ground. You can do it on your bed. The bed is a nice soft surface, so it'll be easier for your elbows. And I'm pretty sure you're going to need at least 20 or 30 minutes, if not every day, then almost every day, just to help your spine either return to its stronger form straight up, or to maintain where it is.